Hey guys, just wanted to show you my FTB server I've been playing on. This is where we all started and spawned. I'm just going to kind of give you a little bit of a tour here. And this mound over here is a Thaumcraft mound that we found and had to go in and kill all the stuff in there. And the purple thing up there is the node that was inside the Thaumcraft thing. I ended up moving it out. But I'm going to take you over here to where our village is at. Take you on a little bit of a tour. So this right here is my tree farm that I started, and behind it on the other side of it is the house of one of the guys on our server that's doing a whole bunch of bees. So that's why the tree farm's there. That's why the bees are there. So over here we've got the first thing that I made on the server. This one isn't it, but I'll show you the one that I originally made. This is a Steve cart tree farm. This little cart right here goes around, uses solar power and coal power when there's no sun, and he plants trees, and when they grow he chops them down and comes over here to this block right here, and it collects them all, and they send them all back to the base through our teleport system. This pipe right here is a teleport pipe. It goes back to our base. Another tree farm right there. We've got 5 of them, I believe, all said and done, and it's what powers everything that we have. This right here is the first tree farm that I made. Here is our one rubber tree farm. This is from the forestry mod pack, and it doesn't have a card, it just grows them in this circle, but it requires energy being pumped into it, and also requires more energy in the game to do. It requires some other materials, so it's a little harder to make than the Steve cart ones. They're definitely easier, much easier to make. This is my poor little sheep farm right here. Not a lot of sheep in it right now. I could put some stuff in the feed station and it would feed more. So there's that. Here is our cactus farm right there, and it's growing cactus. Our reed farm over here. I made the cow farm and found some mushroom cows, threw in there mushroom cows. Down in the hole down here you can hear the skeletons. Skeletons down there are taking care of spawning and being killed by a turtle from one of the mod packs. Let's jump up on the wall here. You can see what's going up here. Got my jetpack on so I can jump up pretty good. This right here is a whole bunch of pigmen that are spawning up here from some spawners that we built, and they're falling down and dying, and we have these pipes here sucking in their gold and then processing the gold that they have. There's also creepers up there, and there's also spiders up there that are falling down. The green stuff is experience being pumped over here into these 2 big tanks. Alright, sorry about that, I had to edit that out. But the tanks of experience here, pumping it into these machines over here. You can go grab these experience balls out and then come in here to this special enchanting table and drop them in there. Looks like someone left a bunch in there. I'll go move them back. Then you can make books of enchanting that have all kinds of different stuff on them. Come out here to the anvil, either that one or this one right here, and hook up an anvil and enchant your stuff. So nice and fun. So yeah, after our spawn we found this village here. This is kind of where we set up a base, and I went and made the nether portal. You can see over there in the distance the first night, so we could start getting resources from the nether. And we started this house right up here. This is where we started our base at. I gotta get in there this way. Most of the machines that we had in here we've moved out. We still got our original fermenter that was providing power for everything, and the 4 biogas engines that are hooked up here that are powering everything. Got a carpenter and a induction smelter and a pulverizer here that do a little bit of manual processing when we want. Yeah, some project tables to do some building and whatnot. And then originally I had a area right here where I did all my Thaumcraft stuff. You can see our biogas tank there for original one. But then I made this building right here. This is my Thaumcraft building that I made. It's completely encased in stone and this warded glass that nobody can break. Not even a creeper can blow it up. The only one that can break it is myself. If I use my wand on it, I can pop one of these pieces out with my wand. And then there's the door here. These are special arcane doors that only allow certain people in. So completely safe inside my little house here. Nobody can come in that I don't want to and steal my stuff. And then this house over here, this big tower, is where our communal base is at. You can see some of my friends in here. We've got this logic pipe system all built up here that pumps items in from all of our various different things. You come over here and you come up to our sorting room, and you can see all of the different items that we have in these crates around here that'll hold lots and lots of items. You can see that's 124 stacks of 64 leather, a lot of leather. You can see we've got a whole bunch of all of the materials that we need here. We even got another room up above that I haven't been up there in a while. Don't know what they're doing. A little bit of some more sorting up in here. It's got going on. But the big stuff is down in the basement. So to make all this stuff work and be nice for us, we created this auto crafting stuff down here in the basement. Basically, this whole wall right here is full of crafting tables that are auto crafting tables. Look like this, just like a normal crafting table, except for when you hook up one of these crafting pipes to it and it has a pattern in there, the pattern stays in, and when you request something through the logistic pipe system, it builds it for you and sends it to wherever you requested it from. So there's a pipe upstairs that you can stand next to and request it. Or a few of us have these remote orderers that when I open up the remote orderer, it shows me all the items that we have in our logistic system or anything that I can craft, and I can just select it and say, oh, you know what, I feel like I need one of these grafters, and say request. It requests one, and then I've got an ender chest up above that's hooked up, paired up to my ender pouch here, and eventually you're going to see that come in here to my ender pouch, and there's my grafter, all done. I didn't have to make it myself because I went and programmed it into one of those and told it how to make it. It makes it every single time. So all of this takes a lot of power, and we didn't have all this power to begin with, but I had an idea because in previous worlds I'd played around with generating power in different ways. And down here is a room that I hollowed out, and then we built our power room. And at first it started out with this big tank over here and this big tank over here, and they were empty, and I had 3 fermenters on this side and 3 on that side, and you can see that they've added 2 more there and 2 more up in here and 3 more on the other side, a whole bunch more fermenters so we can ferment all of our biomass. This one right here doesn't look like it's, oh, that's a biogas engine. What am I thinking? Another biogas engine. This one right here is fermenting oak saplings. This one isn't fermenting anything right now because it doesn't have any of its resources. Another oak sapling. Mostly oak saplings in these because that's what we produce the most of. And then it generates it and puts it into here, and these each hold 6.2 million gallons of biomass. And we pump them out and put them into these stills over here, and they go into this big iron tank. It holds another 6.2 million gallons of biofuel that then comes into this big high pressure steam boiler, maximum size steam boiler that we have here. Produces a lot of steam, burns fuel, and it generates Minecraft joules with these engines that are attached to the side of it. These steam engines here produce 8 Minecraft joules a piece per tick, and those, we have another same type of boiler stacked on top of it, and another one off over here to the side, and I believe there's even a 4th one that they've got buried somewhere else back in there. Build us a steam turbine generator here that generates EU that we then put into our MFE system, and we can have a bunch of EU to run all of our industrial craft items, which most of those we have back here. We've got a lot of automated crafting going on back here, and processing of ores and processing of different things. Right here, right now, we're processing rubber wood in that one, processing enderstone dust in that, or endstone dust in that one. All this stuff auto processes, comes into our system. Logic pipe system tells it where to go and how to get there, and auto processes. Got a matter fabricator right here that's making antimatter. We had a big tank, max size tank here full of lava at one time, but it looks like the guy that was doing all the lava generation and powering has ran out of resources to do his lava with, so I think he's got to get that going. He's been away for a couple of days. He just got back today, so I'm sure he's going to be working on that. And then back in here, he's getting ready to build a nuclear reactor back in here. That's what will be in this room right here, is a nuclear reactor. I told him he should have just built it out of the warded stone because it's blast proof and better than the reinforced stone that he's building, but we'll see what he ends up doing. Back here, some more machines. Now, up here, one of the other guys, the guy that had the bee farm, he's created a whole new bee area where he's created bees in here. And he's got all of these beehives going. Lots and lots of beehives that are just going all over the place, crazy like, back in here. So, that's our big base. We've got a couple other things going on. Back in here we have a, oh, someone put a door in, nice. We have, this is all mines that we started mining out with Steve Cart mine carts. And they do, my Steve Cart mine cart that I built does a 5 wide tunnel and just mines everything out. And you can see all that's mined out. Here's where we are stationed for that, where it came in first, and started mining down this way. Then over here, just recently we started farming wither skeletons. So we've got a spot over here where we kill withers. Specifically designed to kill withers because they can't blast through my warded stone. So in here we got one of the guys here building withers. I think he had problems earlier. He had them get away from him because he built 3 at a time. But yeah, we farmed up a whole bunch of wither skeleton skulls and been in here killing wither skeletons, getting nether stars. It's going to be our next big project. It's collecting wither stars, and we're going to try to use that to make power. See how that goes. So that's basically our world. There's not a whole lot else to show you that we have out there. There's a lot of cool things that this mod pack does. If you want to go ahead and play on some of these mods, I will create another video here and show you how to do that. But just some fun stuff, like here's my portable hole that I can go running through walls and do whatever I want. Thaumcraft's kind of fun. It's kind of been my thing in this whole game, doing all the Thaumcraft magic stuff, making all of the different cool stuff, kind of like this, kind of like the bees here and for the other guy. But yeah, been a lot of fun playing this. Totally rejuvenated Minecraft for me. Started playing again. Got our portal here that takes us down to the basement. You'll recognize this area and go back up to the top. But yeah, so that's our fun Minecraft world that we've been doing, and it's been really fun. Anyways, y'all have a good day.